And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of Supergirl Season 4 Episode 13. Interesting episode here. I dug it. It wasn't the greatest episode, but it was fun. We got to see a new, I guess you want to call them a new, not a supreme bad guy team for the whole season, but a minor big bad guy team from the DC comic book world, the Elite. Now, if you don't know who the Elite are a band of, I guess, superpowered aliens and metahumans combined with the leader of Manchester Black. There's actually an animated movie called Superman vs. the Elite. I highly recommend checking that out if you're curious about that. So, Manchester literally breaks out some convicts to literally help him out in his cause. He wants his revenge on what happened to his wife. He wants his revenge on Agent Liberty and pretty much Supergirl and John Jones and everybody else who basically wronged him and locked him up. So he got this guy named the Hat, who's basically a magician, kind of an amateur when it compared, like maybe you compare it to Dr. Fate or Zatanna, but he's pretty magical. So there's that. He also got the parasite woman with the snake, the alien snake for her psychic. That one of those alien invisible creatures that they fought a couple of weeks ago. And then of course you have Manchester Black himself. So Supergirl had to go deal with that. Unfortunately, she was outnumbered. So what else does she had to do? She had to get her Super Friends, literally a name drop for a little Easter egg of the Super Friends cartoon, which is pretty cool, and also I think a comic book back in the days. Anyway, we also got to see Nina continue her training, this time in the Fortress of Solitude. So we got to see that. Agent Liberty himself was welcomed with, I guess, open arms to the president's house. At the beginning, it kind of felt to me when Agent Liberty went to go see the president, because he was trying to, get his political views in order with the whole Children of Liberty and what his, what's his goal in mind for to help humanity. But unfortunately, the president wasn't hearing him, so we got to see that. Kind of reminded me of when Captain America, in the first movie, he got a super soldier formula. He was a big super soldier, but the government didn't want to use him. They just wanted to use him for publicity and take pictures and just be that spokesperson, so that way the people can shut up. So we got to see that. And of course, when things happen, the president, when chaos happens and he can't control it, does he do? Well, at the end of this episode, we got to see the leader of Agent Liberty himself become the new director of Alien Watches or something like that. Basically being in charge of all the government stuff that has to do with alien threats or whatever. So the guy's cooking up some ideas in the back of his head, which he needs to, because in this episode we kind of got some followers who were kind of doubting him at this point. They weren't sure that, yeah, maybe you went soft, and we weren't sure. Are you really sure you're Agent Liberty? Because when you were in jail, your voice was so loud, it was like a spark of a fire, like a wildfire. Now that you're out of jail, it's like, you gotta prove something to us. You gotta spark another fire, you know what I mean? So that's what basically happened with Agent Liberty. So we got to see that. Of course, Supergirl got to iron up, as I call it, where she put on her iron suit, thanks to Alex, who gave her the suit, which is kind of weird, even though she doesn't remember her, her own sister. But I guess it's because she's a DEO, she knows about the technology, so there's that. So we got to see Supergirl fly in space, and like I said, once again, I like the suit. Suit's fine, don't get me wrong. You can use it to protect her from kryptonite and all that stuff if you need to. That makes sense. I just don't get her using a space suit for flying in space. She's an alien. It goes the same thing for Superman. I don't get this. Like, in the comic books, they can fly in space, no problem. In the animation stuff, they gotta put suits on, they gotta put this and this and that on, they gotta be able to breathe in oxygen. It's like, why? But what can you do? Like I said, simple episode, but I'm just glad it's back. Now we get to look forward for tomorrow, which is Arrow, and then of course Tuesday, The Flash. So of course Monday is also Black Lightning, and pretty soon we'll be getting the return of Legends of Tomorrow, so that should be fun, and I cannot wait for that. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode if you just saw it. If not, well, check it out. Pretty interesting episode. But, yeah, now that it's back, awesome. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much and have a good night.